Amazing.
That is football.
Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you an NFL Week 2 preview between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's look at Baltimore in this ball game, and instantly the best matchup right now I want to see is between their offensive line and the depth of the Eagles' defensive line. I'd rather watch these guys go through inside drill rather than watching the skill positions, because this is a big battle. The Ravens are going to be against the Eagles' depth, and that's what the Eagles do to try to tire out the offensive line. And the Ravens showed a lot last week in stonewalling the Bengals' defensive line. They're going to have to do the same throughout the ball game versus Philadelphia. And also look at the fact that they have to reset the pocket. We know the Eagles can get pressure on the quarterback. Reset the pocket for Flacco. You don't have to go on a full-fledged bootleg, but just move the pocket just a little bit, a little small waggle, just to get him to reset his launch point so that way he can get the football downfield. Don't let him stand back there in the pocket consistently, because the Eagles will bring the pressure. And I will say 20 carries, not touches, for Ray Rice. You got to neutralize the pressure by running right at it. 20 carries this week for Ray Rice will do the trick. And I say you can attack the intermediate coverage of the Philadelphia Eagles. You got to make sure you try to test that underneath coverage, test the intermediate coverage in order to have some success. Defensively, interior versus exterior pressure. You got to get push versus pressure. You want to bring pressure from within, not on the outside. Why? Because if you give Vic a lane, he will take it. So push versus pressure. I know I say that every week, but that's the biggest key to stopping Vic. And you can also get those delayed blitzes against Vic. Vic is a guy that's going to hold it. So that's why delayed blitzes usually are good against him. So keep that in mind. X factor, in my opinion, has to be Jacoby Jones. If he can emerge as a consistent third wide receiving threat, that's dangerous for that offense. Now you look at the Eagles in this situation. Their offense has to understand balance. You want to get LaShawn McCoy going early, so that way Vic doesn't have to throw the football 50+ times a game. So get LaShawn McCoy going early, get that running game going, get that balance going, and that's when the Eagles are at their best. Control the pace of the game. That's going to be key. The Bengals did a good job of moving the football on the Ravens. I think the Eagles can do an even better job. You just have to control the pace and tempo, and receivers have to be able to get off bump press. That's going to be a mandate this week, going against those physical corners of the Baltimore Ravens. And also defensively, you want to allow Nnamdi to be Nnamdi. Allow him to play press, man press, especially get physical with a guy like Anquan Bolden, or even put him on Torrey Smith. That's what you want to do. Allow him to play press. Don't allow him to play off. And the linebackers versus the pass. I love the Eagles linebackers in coverage. Very athletic group, especially Michael Kendricks, one of the best young linebackers, a rookie already in this game. Now challenge Flacco to beat the blitz. Send more at Flacco than he can handle. Force that football to get out of his hands quickly, and the Eagles can have a chance. X factor has to be the Eagles' interior offensive line. They're going to have to be manned up this week against the big boys up front. Can they do so? That's going to be the biggest question to stop the interior pressure from getting to Michael Vick. Now when you look at the positional breakdowns in this ball game, you look at this team. Honestly, man, this is a very well-balanced ball club. Both teams are equally matched on offense. I give a slight edge to the Ravens offensive line. D-line and linebackers, in my opinion, are even. Again, I love the speed and athleticism of the Eagles linebackers, and we know the Baltimore linebackers are still very tough with Ray Lewis. Defensive backs, I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think the Ravens have a better secondary as far as safety is concerned. I love the safeties in Pollard and also Ed Reed, the future Hall of Famer, if he's going to be out there healthy. Special teams, in my opinion, goes to the Baltimore Ravens. I think they do a great job of pinning guys deep and make you drive the length of the field. Huge matchup right here. Two teams that sort of mirror each other. The X factor will be the two quarterbacks who can make the least amount of mistakes. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. I love their ability to run the football, operate off play action, take timely shots downfield, and that defense stays aggressive throughout the course of the ball game. And right now, I have to trust Joe Flacco with the limited amount of interceptions that he throws versus Michael Vick. Even though Vick is explosive, I think the Ravens win this ball game at home. This could be a Super Bowl matchup probably. So keep an eye on this game. We may see these two teams play later on during the season.